Greetings and good evening from London, England, live and direct. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly. Here I am again, DLG repping. That's short for Delhi, London, Guna. Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. So, should I say good morning, good afternoon, or in some cases, good night and rest well. For those that are watching right now, this is my review of all the Premier League games and all the goals from this weekend's action, and I'll try and remember some of the talking points from the management and the analysis from watching Match of the Day. I've had to watch both Match of the Day 1 and 2 to get an understanding, as I always do. You know how it is anyway. Anyway, before I kick off, don't forget to smash the thumbs up like button for me, Make sure you do that in abundantly, Encourage your friends and relatives, especially, to smash the thumbs up like button, especially if you're watching for the first time. Also, my comment section is open to a conversation, messages, ideas, etc. Leave it in the comment section below. Your opinions are more than welcome, as long as you're polite. Also, share this channel virally, especially all over the world. And make sure your relatives and your friends get hold of this, If they're watching for the first time, tell them to share this channel. Also, as you're watching for the first time, subscribe to the channel for me, please, Get that subscribe button smashed. Let's do it tonight, I want to see as many subscribers as humanly possible, Over 205 subscribers, I can tell you. So let's get subscribing, And let's keep this channel growing. If you do smash that subscribe button, I'll try and shout out as many of you lot as possible, I'll do my best to keep it consistently going as the content goes, And you must have heard my musical intro by now. Let me know about it in the comment section below, please. I really appreciate the feedback. Right, let's start off with Saturday's lunchtime game. First game of the day. That was West Ham United v Newcastle United. West Ham are obviously going for a top 4 spot, whereas Newcastle are on the revival, should I say, on the redemption, coming out of the bottom 3, taking on a West Ham side who are, against all odds, competing for the top 4 slot. Where West Ham have gone. Excuse me. Good thing I got some left. Aloe vera. Massive shout out to the aloe vera crew. Fancy sponsoring me. So it was a fixture that Newcastle started off brightly in the first 15 minutes. Joe Linton, I thought he had another good game. Caused the West Ham defence problem. Declan Rice was not on the best of performances. Made a couple of mistakes in that game. I think Joe Willock gave them another problem to think of. But West Ham got the lead. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yeah, West Ham did take the lead. And I think it was, who got the goal? I know it wasn't Mikel Antonio because he hasn't been scoring for a while. Oh, how can I forget? Oh, let's have a look. Good thing I got my tablet with me. Let's go Sky Sports. And go back to the fixtures. Think it... no. Oh, dear. Do apologise. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe while you're watching this, Right, there we go. Yeah, the goal scorer was Craig Dawson, that's it, from a set piece. Well whipped in, outswinging set piece, and a bullet header by Craig Dawson. I mean, he's not the elite defender I would like to see at a club like Arsenal for my team, but he is a good pro, and good luck to him, and wish him good on him for heading West Ham in front. But Newcastle got the equaliser that they deserved, and I think it was a man of the match performance by Joe Willock. I think he was their best player. I don't know if he was man of the match, but for me, he was their most outstanding player. He was direct, confident in what he was doing. He drove with the ball, and nothing fazed him, and he got the goal, which sneaked over the line by at least a foot. Well, not even a foot, but by 4 inches. Let's say that between 2 to 4 inches, the ball went over the line, and Newcastle got the equaliser. On top of that, West Ham obviously came out the traps again, tried to get the winning goal, and Antonio had a shot that was he had a shot that went way over the bar. I don't know if he was aiming for someone in the crowd there, but it was just poor. But other than that, Newcastle, they held their own. They defended as well as they could have, I believe, and the end result is a fair one. So it finished West Ham United 1, Newcastle United 1. Arsenal v Brentford, the game that I was privileged to be at, and I'll tell you something, I couldn't have done it if I didn't get a favour from a lovely gentleman called Tom. Massive shout out to yourself, Tom. Thank you for what you've done, and giving me the opportunity to purchase a ticket, because I'll tell you what, I would have been gutted to miss this London derby. But it was a London derby that was dominated by Arsenal from the get-go. First half, created one shot on target, maybe two. Lacazette was possibly unlucky not to score. I mean, another day, the attacking player who assisted Lacazette, I think he should have had the benefit of the doubt. I'm just going by the rule. But then again, Lacazette was denied another Premier League goal. And I'll tell you what, him putting the ball into the back of the net, seeing it physically, it will help his confidence, and I hope that is the case v Wolves. However, I didn't see anything from Brentford. I was disappointed from a neutral to see Brentford lacking that ambition, and allowing Arsenal to pass the ball from the back, play from the back, should I say. And I didn't see much from Brentford. In the second half, maybe they had a spell where they had possession for 5 minutes, but for me, at the beginning of the second half, speaking of the second period, Lacazette found Smith Rowe with a nice through pass, and Smith Rowe launched onto it. Kieran Tierney played his part in it by sprinting down the wing and overlapping Smith Rowe, which created that little opening for Smith Rowe to get the shot away. I have to admit, looking at it now, having watched it back, David Raya, I think he should have got a stronger hand to it. But take nothing away from Emile Smith Rowe. Fine goal and fine finish. And I thought he was my man of the match, personally. Bukayo Saka, on the counter-attack, receives a through ball by Partey. I thought Partey was going to screw it up here, where he held onto the ball for a little bit longer than he should have. But he found Saka with a ferocious left foot strike in off the post, bulging at the back of the net. 2-0. Brentford, I suppose, in the 93rd minute, they get a consolation, and it was approved by VAR that their goal was legit. So it was 2-1. I don't think Brentford had enough time to find an equaliser. So it finished Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Next game, Aston Villa v Watford. Now, I'll tell you something. What a performance by Watford in that game. Aston Villa squandered chances. Not at their best from Saturday's game. And Steven Gerrard said that they came as Stephen Gerrard said, they came out and the performance was just unacceptable, and he said it's on him. And it is nice of him to come out and be honest, where Roy Hodgson said that everybody needs to be pulling through together, doing things that they don't usually do, and that's well spoken of the man. Watford created opportunities in that first half. Emmanuel Dennis, I really like watching him. You know, proud that he's got Nigerian in. Well, I'm proud that I've got the same Nigerian in heritage as Emmanuel Dennis. And another thing as well, I like watching him, but he is a greedy. He's a greedy guy. He just needs to play football and run with the ball with his head up. And he's got to use that to sense that there's teammates around him in a better position that could put chances away. Other than that, if you get that coached into him, he'll become a hell of a footballer. However, he did go on to get the winning goal in the second half, and he wanted it more than the defender. And you can see with that bullet header what it meant to him, what it meant to the Watford Football Club and the fans and the management. It meant a lot to Watford getting that winner, and that's a good away win. Going to Villa, not easy. I mean, they've got some fantastic, brilliant footballers. Coutinho, Lucas Digne at right, left back. They got a good midfielder in Douglas Luiz. You got Ollie Watkins, Danny Ings. It was not an easy game, and well done Watford. It finished Aston Villa 0, Watford 1. Next game, Brighton & Albion v Burnley. Wow. I mean, Brighton were not at the races on Saturday. Where Burnley, what a performance. Defensively, they're always organised at the back most of the time. They're always difficult to beat. Offensively, if you whip crosses in and you put set pieces in, you got an opportunity. You give they get an opportunity to attack defences. And my word, it wasn't a set piece for the first goal. I mean, it was well built. The first, for frick's sake, excuse me. Oh, it's just messed up. Oh, this tablet's got a mind of its own sometimes. Do bear with me. Yeah, good little team goal. The through ball inside Cucurella, who's Brighton's left back. He was caught flat-footed. The runner on the wing pulled it back, and Weghorst, what a finish. Very clinical finish. Josh Brownhill gets onto the score sheet. Good work by Weghorst to pick him out. He cuts inside Brownhill and slots it away superbly, 2-0. And in the second half, I think Brighton might have started off a bit sharper, but I think Burnley were worthy of their third goal. Aaron Lennon, good finish. So it finished Brighton, Hove Albion 0, Burnley 3. Next game, Crystal Palace v Chelsea. Game of chances. Wilfried Zaha looked a threat all throughout the game. If anything was going to come off for Palace, it would have been Wilfried Zaha. Don't get me wrong, I think Chelsea contributed well, but again, Lukaku, very poor. 7 touches throughout that whole game. And Alan Shearer analysed it superbly. He did not do enough to want the ball. He did not do enough to want to score. And he analysed his lack of movement, desire, and you could see it. But other than that, given it was a game that was going to be 1-0, and Hakim Ziyech gets the winning goal with a minute to go, or barely a minute to go. And I think that was kind of harsh on Crystal Palace, because I think they contributed towards this fixture. However, it finished Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. Liverpool v Norwich. Now, I'm I'm surprised it ended 0-0 in the first half. I think Liverpool created the opportunities. Salah was constantly a threat. Mane, who played in the number 9 role, always a threat as well. And the impressive Luis Diaz, what a footballer he is going to be. My word, I do like the look of this guy. I mean, from a neutral perspective, he is one head of a top talent, and I think he's home debut, maybe that was his home debut. If it was, what a brilliant debut. Just unlucky not to get onto the score sheet. He had a shot where he cuts inside and unleashes a right-footed curler just over the bar. But other than that, in the second half, Rashica gives Norwich a shock lead, albeit through a deflection of Joel Matip. But Liverpool responded superbly. They kept going, and they were favourites to win the fixture, and you can see why. Who got Liverpool's goal? I think Mohamed Salah. No, the first goal scorer. Sorry, or Liverpool's. Sergio Mane. What a strike! The overhead kick. Keeper had no chance to adjust his body quickly, and then Mohamed Salah 3 minutes later. Well, he's showing me and the rest of the footballing neutrals why he is definitely the best footballer on the planet right now. And the way he goes around the goalkeeper, cuts inside with the Cruyff turn. Should have possibly found a teammate in a better position, but he insisted by going for goal. And typical Salah. He is extremely greedy at times, but for me, give him credit, he did find the net. And Luis Diaz, yes, I've spoken highly about him, and he gets onto the score sheet, and what a goal it was. And I think he was absolutely delighted with that. Finished Liverpool 3, Norwich 1. Southampton v Everton. Frank Lampard has come out and publicly stated that it is not good enough for Everton in the way that they won their second challenge, the way that they did not win their second challenges or win the second ball. It was just not good enough, and these are things that he needs to work on. And he says that Everton are down there for a reason, and he wants to improve that. Well, he'll be given plenty of time in his tenure as an Everton manager to do that, because what I saw on Saturday was just poor from Everton, and Southampton were so much up for it. And well, what can I say? Lord Prowse, I thought he had a very good game. Had a part to play in the victory, and well, what a good it was a good performance by Southampton. The goal scorers in that game was Stuart Armstrong, who got one of the 2 second half goals. Good little build up, and Armstrong smart finish, curling it around the defender at the near post. Pickford beaten at the near stick, and then Shane Long, who hasn't scored for so long, he hardly ever scores for so long, but cross comes in on the right, and he's out jumped Seamus Coleman, his Irish compatriot, at the back stick. Plants his header from where it came from, 2-0. And I think Everton cannot have any complaints. So it finished Southampton 2, Everton 0. Manchester City v Tottenham. Now, what a game! Best game of the. I think it was the best game of the day. I mean, Tottenham. Oh, you know how passionately I hate that club, that team, everything about Tottenham Hotspur. For those of you who know, I do hate Tottenham Hotspur with a passion, and Man United, but I'll give praise where it's deserved. 4th minute, Harry Kane plays a splendid through ball through the middle to Heung-min Son, who's got the pace to get in behind that Man City defence. And with the composure, without going rational, where or on other days he would have gone for goal, but he found Kulevsky, whatever his name is. Oh, I'm gonna have to try and find his. Hang on. Kulevsky. Yeah, he finds Kulevsky with a brilliant little with an easy pass. Kulevsky could not miss the target and hit the target he did through the legs of João Cancelo, 1-0 Tottenham. But given the circumstances, Man City will come at you, and they kept coming at them. And eventually, after Gundogan hit the post, he had another opportunity, and he slotted it, and he slotted it well into the back stick after Hugo Lloris's cross. Well, fumble, should I say? Big mistake there, but nevertheless, Man City were pushing for the equaliser for the lead. At the interval, it was 1-1. So Harry Kane had other ideas, and a great assist from Son. And then Man City kept pushing, and they got their penalty that was rightfully rewarded, and a handball by Romero. Riyad Mahrez, what a penalty it was. Buried it at the top corner. The keepers in the world will not save that. It was a very good penalty. However, they thought they had the point, and then Harry Kane had other ideas, and a good cross by Kulusevski, and Harry Kane, he wanted it more than Kyle Walker in the air, and he heads it back from where it came from, 3-2 to Tottenham. So it finished Man City 2, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Let's move on to Sunday's game. If we got it, yeah. Leeds United v Manchester United. Leeds United started the game on fire. They went in for every tackle and won it. They were up for the occasion. You could see the crowd was willing them on. However, a set piece again, and Leeds United just don't learn from set piece situations. They're not marking. They're not picking up players. They're marking zonally, and they're conceding so many silly goals from set pieces. A corner comes in, in-swinger from the right. Harry Maguire gets his head on it, 1-0. And then allowing Manchester United to kind of play out from the back. Lindelof playing a 1-2. Centre off Lindelof, and he lays it off to Jadon Sancho on the right. First time cross, Bruno Fernandes, 2-0. But give Leeds massive credit. They showed character in the first half. In the second half, they kept going. Rodrigo receives the ball on the left. He's gone for the cross, but it became a cross shot, or cross-come shot, and he's beaten De Gea at the back stick, all ends out, although he's never meant that. And then within a couple of moments later, a minute later, Rafinha, Diaz, Belloli gets a fine, gets onto the end of a fine cross from 3 yards out. He could not miss the target. And Leeds are tied with Manchester United at 2 apiece, although sloppy play by Firpo. He loses the ball, and he looked like he was struggling to sprint. He looked like his legs were gone. He was tired. And before you know it, Manchester United on the counter-attack on the right-hand side, and Fred buries a simple pass from Jadon Sancho, who was man of the match for me. And then Alanga gets the killer goal through more sloppy defending from Leeds. So it finished Leeds United 2, Manchester United 4. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Leicester, which is the last game I'm going to talk about. Wolverhampton Wanderers on the front foot. Ruben Neves, what a fine strike. Schmeichel might be disappointed with himself due to the fact that he feels that he could have saved that, but there was nothing he can do about it. Leicester kept pursuing. Tielemans had good opportunities, especially in that first half, and that was before the Ruben Neves strike. However, Lookman taps in what was a beautiful made goal by the Foxes, and then in the second half, Daniel Prudence, what a player and what a performance he put in for his team. And a fine strike. Schmeichel claiming offside, but it wasn't, because Jimenez was not interfering in play, and I think the officials got it right. So it finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Leicester 1. So I'm going to wrap this up here and say, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, this is over 25 minutes long. Allow me to say thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. As I always say, saving the best to last. Thank you for putting up with me. I'll be here again, hopefully later on or tomorrow. Until next time, until then, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Look after your friends, look after your families, look after yourself. Take good care in the warm, or if you're outside, take good care of yourself and wrap up well. Until next time, DLG repping, we'll talk again. Peace, love and bless again. The last thing I need to say is just please be nice.